Hi guys, and welcome, and ladies as well, obviously. Right. Regentone, or as some people call them, Regentone. Right, Regentone, not sure of the model, may find out once we're inside. And I'll get me glasses. We're not going to keep the kamikaze lead, as my friend Rick calls it. We'll get rid of that. So what we're going to do, to start with, if I remember how these come apart, let's find something to put these bits in. There you go. Right, this is, we're not sure we're going to put it back in this case, because I've got some, I think I've got a couple of cases knocking about, might be able to build it into something else, make it nicer, we'll see, but we don't know yet. So we'll get the deck out first. Right, we're using the wrong screwdriver, we should be using a Phillips, but we're using a flat blade. It appears to be doing the job. Now, take these two screws out the side here, and I don't think they come out. I think it has to come out somehow, because we have to get the amplifier out. Yeah, that one's come out. Because we have to get the amplifier out. Yeah, they do come out. These are just that this one's a bit. Not wanting to play ball. It will come out. It has to come out because we can't get it out without, can't take it apart without it. Let's lift the deck out. No, it should lift out. Yeah, should lift out. It should lift out, this, guys. It lifted out yesterday. Get this down here. We'll try and, ouch! Try and get this down this. Down, there we go. There you go. Because there's no more screws in it. There you go. Right. Now, if I can get this, there we go. Now there's the, now see if we can get this. There we go. Now what we need to do is, this is supposed to come out. We can get it out because the thread's fucked on it, so yeah, we've done it. There you go. Right, throw that back in the tub. There we go. Now, let's lift this out. Now, we don't know what the situation is here. We need to turn the soldering iron on, would be nice. If we plug the soldering iron in, that'd be even nicer. We'll find the fucking plug for it. There it is. Soldering iron's on. Right, this uses made in England Hunt capacitors. It's a bloody big one that we're getting changed. We've got an elect speaker, and what we'll do, we'll have a look and see what power we've got. I think we can change most of this with the chassis intact. Got a horrible wax capacitor there on the tone control. It'll be getting replaced. The power lead will be getting replaced. Yeah. Move these.
Yeah, Andy.
Put it on here for me. Put it on there. Cheers. Right. So what we need to do is disconnect the motor. From the chassis. There you go. Off. Bit crappy, but we've got it. We'll clean all out before we put it back together anyway. That's how I'll do. I'm going to just clip that. I'm going to just clip that. There you go. Oh, it broke off anyway. Doesn't matter. Now the pickup. Disconnect the pickup. Where is the pickup? There it is. Disconnect that. Just clip it. There you go. Right. That is the record deck out of the way. That's the record deck moved. Right. Now, this is the amplifier. Hey Christine, put this case back in the hallway for me.
Put this what?
Put this back in the hallway. Shit. Not in the hallway. Don't weigh anything now. Oof. Right, so what we'll do, we'll look at this, and what we can do, we can check this with the meter beforehand and see if we've got any HT working around. Right, this uses, oh no, it's no, it's not, it's a, what do you call it, it's half-wave rectifier on these, so if the rectifier's fucked, we're alright. It's easier to do it. So what we need to do is see if we've got any, just see if we've got any HT. Nothing there. Any HT on the capacitor? No. No. It's all millivolts. So what we're going to do, I'll just what I'd like to do is, what I could do really, what I'd like to do is clip, I don't know where my clippers are. There you go. Just separate them two. Now we've got a ground we can use for the circuit. We can use that as a circuit ground. Right. Now let's just check this. Because what I want to do, I want to check. So neutral is outside. No, that's good. Yeah, we can put an earth on this. We can earth this because it's got a transformer. So yeah, we can earth this, guys. Now let's turn the switch on there. There you go. See if we get anything across these. We should. Oh, hang on, let's put it on ohms. Press the wrong fucking button. There we go. $355. Yep. 355 ohms. So what we're going to do, we're going to connect. What you do when you're messing with valve stuff, guys, put your wire, put your meter, ouch, try not to stick the wire in your hand. Right. Put your wire around your meter like that, or even a clip, and then what you do then, you just use one hand. What we do, go back to volts DC, and we're going to look, and we're going to see if we've got any volts DC on our chassis. See if we've got anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, guys. The valve warming up, the valve's lit up. So what we'll do, we'll turn nothing. So let's turn this round. We need to get to the rectifier. But the valve's lighting. So we know the valve's lighting, so we want to get on. Put it on AC, that's which one's it's coming out of the transformer. No. So we want to look at this one here and see what we get. Make sure that that one's not touching anywhere. Should be alright. I want to look at this. We've got 5 volts there. Nothing there. £129 volts on there. And nothing. Nothing on the red. So we have indeed discovered, guys, our rectifier has failed. Right, so we know the rectifier's gone. So what we'll do there, right, so we know the rectifier's gone. So what we need to do there is we need to dig out, yes, we need to dig out, plug the soldering iron back in, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to need to dig out. There's our sucker, we're going to probably need him. I'm trying to think where the... We're trying to think where the resistors are. I don't think we need it. Don't think we need a resistor on this. But there's the resistors anyway. There's one. And some diodes. Right. So basically, guys, so we've got 120 volts. Some people might say that's low. 120 volts AC, and it probably, and I think it is. But that being said, it's probably being pulled down. Put that on there, Christine. It's probably being pulled down, guys, by, yeah. Let me just check that again. I want to make sure that lead hasn't come off. Make sure that that lead was in there. I think it was. So what we want to do, we want to just look at the red one. So let's plug that back in. We'll just look at the, hang on, AC. And have a look at this, just check the, 129. Yeah. 129. So what we'll do, yeah, we'll get it, and if I put it back on DC, it wouldn't have bled off that quick. So if there is anything, it's going to be there. No. So that's gone. So the rectifier's gone to another planet because it's not making any DC. So that's got us dealt with there, guys. So now we know. Got a nail there. That's better. Right. So we're going to change. So the capacitor is 32. Let's pull the valve out because I can't see the other value. And there's 3 capacitors in this. Let's pull the valve out. There we go. It's a UL41 and it's not an EL41, guys, as I said. It's a UL41. Now, 32 UF. Not only be 2 capacitors in this. The other might be ground. Yeah, oh yeah, there is. There's only 2 in it. Yeah, there's only 2 in it. Yeah. There's only 2 in it, guys. And they're 32 UF. And if I go into my drawer, there's the resistors. That's the resistors. Found them. Yeah. Go into my drawer. We want, I think that one there's a 22 UF. (1955) this was made, it's got a date on the capacitor. 12 volts. It doesn't say, the marking's rubbed off. Just says MF. Does it say around that side? No. I'm going to have to look at the manual. There's an 8 there, MF8. It's 12 volts DC anyway. I can measure it, because if it's any good, I'll get an approximate. So let's have a look at this. Right, these are the 32s, and these are rated at 400 volts. There we go, guys and girls. Because what we're going to do is take the capacitor out and we're going to put a tag strip in. So I've got my tag strips. There we go. Right. I've got my tag strips, guys. You fucking pay quite a bit for these, and you only get, how many did I get? I got 2 lots. Yeah, I got 2 lots, and you should see the size of the boxes that these things in. Talk about overkill. So what we'll do, we'll get these open. Yeah. There we go. We're just trying to get the fucking tape off the fucking things. Man, I don't end up snapping it. There you go. There you go. And that's what it is. There you go, guys. Strips. Now we only need 2 of them. So what we can do, we can don't know where my clippers are. I could just clip them off. What I want to do is clip it that'll do us. Right, and all we do there is, because we want to use the middle for the ground, all we do there, squeeze that in, take that out of there, take that one out of there, get this one out of here, and we'll put that one in the middle. Be careful not to break it. That's that one. Then just nipped it there, but we haven't broken it. That's in. That'll screw to the chassis, you see. There we go. Shove that one in. And then our 2 capacitors go to the end. Try and bend it first. Right. Watching a, what do you call it earlier? Some guy, some monster that murdered 3 girls in Manchester in the 70s. And what he did, he told his brother that he'd done it. So his brother told the police that somebody smuggled him. What he did, he bit the girl's nipples off. And what he did to evade detection, he got somebody to smuggle a file in to the police station, and he filed his teeth down so they wouldn't match the bite marks. How about that one, eh? Yeah. That's not going to work because it keeps bending out. I can't get that to. It keeps bending out. I don't want to break the bloody thing. That got it? Yeah. Yeah, that's got it. Just about. Do this one. It's got that one. Then if I go there, going anywhere, that now. Now what I'm going to do this time, make it fucking easier, because that's bent too far back. I'm going to bend it a little bit forward. There you go. So we'll slide that in. No, not quite. Need to get that one straight. There you go. They should just go straight in. It should just pop straight in there. Just squeeze that one there. That's it. There you go. Right. So if I hold that there, that's in. And this one, I mean, there was another one yesterday that I seen. The guy was selling, he was lodging at the woman's house, old pensioner's house, and behind her back he was selling off her fucking gold. He was selling her gold. And he got caught. You know, which as bastards do. He got caught and he has now been incarcerated, hopefully for the rest of his life. Wrong plug. Soldering iron. There we go. Now how I do these are 32 and 32. Now how I do these is very simple. Get the pliers. Whoops. The pliers, squeeze that down, and then just squeeze that together. And when we find the clippers, we'll clip that bit off. Then what we do, we go to the negative. We do the same. Might not need to clip them off, we just solder them down there. Yeah, we can just solder them, I think. But negative will go there. Get that straight, there we go. Now what we'll do, we'll get the next one, which has disappeared under the meter. Right. I could. These are 47s. It won't matter, they'll work. They'll work, but they'll just smooth a bit better than the 32. They'll provide a bit more smoothing. Yeah, they'll just smooth, just work better. I thought they were 32s. That we're in now, so now that one there, bend that up. tweezer. There we go. And that's our, what do you call it, made up. Just get our soldering iron with the solder. And what I do, guys, I don't solder them up the holes completely. I just put a little bit on them. Just a little bit to hold them in position. And that'll all hold in position. We'll clip all that off later. We'll find the clippers, they'll be here somewhere. Find all that load, clip them off later. There they are. So we can clip the bits off that we don't need. That me tea.
Is your tea, Andy?
Let's put it on there, I'll get after that in a minute. Let's put it on there where my bread is. We'll have to move my bread. Steak and kidney pie?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. There we go, guys. Somebody come through the gate. Christine,
What?
the Mildred. Right, so we've got our capacitors made up, which is easy. Yeah, the Mildred's just been. Yeah, he just called to scrounge some heat shrink off me. Right, so move that capacitor out of the way. Right. That's your cathode coupling capacitor. Now what we'll do these go to your output transformer. Doesn't matter which way. So doesn't matter which way because there's only two wires. And then you've got one. You've got two reds. Right, and then reds probably do matter. Because one will go somewhere, one will go somewhere else. So let's have a look. Yeah, they do. They go somewhere else. So the one with the one on the yellow goes to the blue. The one on the one with the yellow spot on there goes to the blue. So let's try and get this out without this one out. Let's try and we want to come off that one. There you go. Right. That one there is ground, we can just clip that. There you go. Right. Now the one one next to the one that goes to the valve pin is the yellow, goes to the yellow, which goes to the blue. Right. Let's try. That's the one that goes to the rectifier. Move them down out of the way. They go to the output transformer. That's the, there we go. So that one goes to the red. Well, that's the wrong one for a start. It's that one there. That one goes to the red. And that one goes to the blue. Right. I could do one or two things here, guys. I could do one or two things here. I could leave that capacitor in, that original, which I'm not going to. I'm not going to, I'll take them out. Some people leave them in. There's your levers and your take it out, as I'm a take it out, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm a take it out guy. I can't do that one there because it's soldered, so I have to snap that one. Right, so I can get that under there. I know what I need to do. The problem there is do that, then on the other one do that, then these should just straighten that up. That's it. And this should just turn and snap out. There you go. And that just turns and snaps out, which is what we wanted. And that's ground. So we'll leave that there for the moment. So this one, it goes to your red. That one goes to your yellow. To your blue, sorry. And we can bring our wires up through there. Now what I might do, guys, I might be able to fit the capacitors there and way away from the valve then, aren't they? So let's see what we can find. Let's just undo the mains transformer. Just trying to find this fucking screwdriver to fit it. There's one. There's old Greenie. It's loose, that. Right. Get rid of that. Now let's have a look in my hardware. I think bit in here. Yeah. Bit in the shit. I'll put that there for a minute. Oops, don't want to move the valve. I don't want it falling on the valve. There, put it there. Alright. Well, this is my... Well, there we've got a nut. We've got a nut that's the right size there. Right. This is where I keep all my odds and sods, guys. Well, there's a nut. Should do it. We just need a screw. But one that's a bit short. I can see some. I can see some. There's one there. I saw one there and I thought that one will do, and it's just disappeared. I thought to myself, I thought, Andy, that's just right, and it's just disappeared. See, I tend to use see that one there's, that's the wrong nose. That's the right thickness, I think. I think that's the right one, but it's too long. Yeah, that's too long. And I can't be arsed cutting it down. So that's too long. You're mine. There's all sorts of shit in this box. That's why we call it the general hardware box. There will be something in here. Is that it? What I was looking at before that I spotted? I don't think that's it. Will that do it? Will that do it? Because you've got to be careful, you see. Because some of these are metric and some are imperial. Now what we want is imperial. And guess what? That is imperial. And that's just what we're looking for. So if I keep that there, and I put this lot back in the hardware box. See, we find all sorts of shit, guys. All sorts of shit in the hardware box. Always find something in there that we need. So what I'm thinking of doing here, guys, you can probably guess. You can probably guess what I'm thinking about. Let's get the transformer. There we go. Now, what I'm thinking about here is putting that screw through there. It won't go through the transformer, it won't go through the chassis. Would it if I help it? It's gone through the transformer bit, but it's not gone through the chassis bit because the hole's a bit smaller. So I'm wondering, where's that pair of pliers? And what you do, you get your pliers, and what you do, you put your pliers in the hole. You just turn the pliers there you go. It should make it a bit bigger. It has, but not as big as I'd like it. So if I can hold that there, can hold that there. Now that's perfect there. If I can just keep that like that, just turn this in. There, look, it's going in and it's not destroying the threads. Yeah, it's not destroying the threads and it's going in. It won't tighten the transformer up on the thing, there's no way it'll do that. But now we can put this. Now we can put that like that. Or we can put it. Let's move these wires out of the way a minute. Move that. Or we can either put that like that, which I don't like because we're too close to the grounds and everything. Or we can put it like that, which I do like. We can bend them out of the way. Get this in. Get me. Where's my whizzer on her? Where's my whizzer on her? I want my whizzer on her. There we go. All we do is just do that, look. And that should go onto there. Now get that there. And I can hold that there. See, we don't have to mess about with grounds because we're already making the ground by putting that on there. There you go. So we've already made the grounds by putting that on there, and then we've got the now if I can straighten these and get these to some sort of straightened. Right. Now where's the red one? There it is. Now that's, that one's soldered together. So we need to just, there we go. Now all we do is we so that red will go to there. So that red will go. I'll go there. Wrap that around there. That's good. Then the other red. And try and just wangle this out a bit so we can so we can take this up by like that. Bring that one over there. That's the two reds. It's perfect. Our power lead a bit crappy in it, but we're going to be putting new power lead on anyway. Then get the blue. Well, first of all we need to get the red. Can I do it the other way? Can I move that capacitor out of the way and feed the red? Just clean the red wire up a bit. There you go. Right. Put that there. And that's one through. Now I mean, right. Can I bend that over a bit? To just see, we need to get them in sort of right. That's it. Bend that back up to where we want it. That's good. That's good. Because we'll clip them little bits off once we've soldered them on. So what we'll do next, we solder, and we can still get in there to change the power lead. There you go. That's it. Clip the bits off we don't want. There you go. Right. We're not worried about them coming through there, they didn't originally. Doesn't matter. We're not worried about that. We will clip that because that's just waiting for something to happen. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Right. That's okay, that's just going from, just grounding that. So what I want to do, I would like to get that out actually. Don't really want to leave that in. There you go. Put that out the way, down there, out the way. What I'll do, I'll leave that in because I can put it there, out the way. And just solder that. I think that's got it actually. Don't think I need to do it with that. No, I haven't. Do need to just put a little bit on it. That's got it. So that is, the ground's all done. Make sure that tab is soldered. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere now, that's good. That's how we need it. Right, so I can move that out of the way. Now we can look at this other capacitor here, which is, it's 25 UF. Just make it out. It's 25 UF. And where's it going? It goes to here. So let's see what it measures, because for the moment we'll leave it in. Well, what I want to do, I want to measure this. I want to measure this. And then we're going to look at diodes. Right, so put this on. On capacitance. Put it on there. 44. 46. So they're nearly 47, 45, nearly 47 anyway, so that's ready to go in the bin. Now let's see if we can test this other one in the circuit. Oops. See if we can test this other one. It's there and on there. That's saying open line. Yeah. It's saying open line. Let's clip it. We'll put a new one in anyway. Let's clip it there. There we go. We'll put a new one in anyway. Now, let's get it out. Now let's have a look. It goes to that valve pin there. Which is the cathode. 55. Ooh, that's way out. Let's put a new one in. $22 UF. Right. So, oh, get in there. There we go. So let's have a look. Now what I'd like to do, I don't really want to do it at the valve socket because you can have trouble. So I'm going to clip it there. I'm going to get a new piece of heat shrink. Shove that there for a minute. Now, the problem being, what I'm going to do, I'm going to clip the heat shrink there, slip that down onto the wire, There we go. Now let's get the other piece. Clip that down a bit. And that'll do me. What we'll do now, we'll just so shove that out of the way. There you go. Slip that through that way. Oh shit. That you?
Andy,
What?
how was your tea?
Was alright, why?
Just asking how was your tea? Fine.
Yeah, it was alright. Never got a brew though. Hey, what happened to me brew? So let's bend this back a bit and then we can get this in, because this goes that doesn't go onto that fucking there anyway. It goes, let's just clip this a little bit down. It just goes onto there. We've got a little bit there, and put a bit of tape or something on that one before we're done. There we go. That's it. That's it, it's done. Right. Right, that's all done, guys. Next job, the rectifier. Right, so the green. So what we need to do there,
Emma, can you see if you can get all around your old place with the lane? I can't get hold of her. I've been trying her all week. I can't get hold of her at all. Emma, what's up with her? Bye. Right, not answering the phone.
so basically guys, if I just take that across, no, not like that obviously, if I clip this down and then what I'll do then, if I, because we know that's probably open, oh, it's burning my fingers. There you go. There you go. Now if I could have just held that there, I'm not putting a resistor in, there's no need. There we go. And just push that with that resistor. There you go. Right. So that end there goes to our capacitor. That's our, yes, that's right. So you would just do that. Oh. Let's turn this back round. We can get that down there, it's out of the way then. Right, so basically that's double check all your work. Right. Right. Let's turn this off. Turn it back on. Right. Unplug the soldering iron. Plug this in. Now what I want to do next, I want to go to DC. Now there could be something on here now. Yep, 109 volts. 104 volts. So we're getting voltage now. And there we go. Let's have a look at our HT. 142, 141, 115, that's about 122. It's about right. See how fast it bleeds off. Fucking straight away. We're down to 300 millivolts, 200 millivolts. Yeah. How about that, eh, guys? That's the amplifier fixed. Didn't take us much to do that, did it? Yeah, we may take the original rectifier out. We don't know yet. But yeah, that's what it was. We changed the caps to be just for the sake of doing it, because we know we need to. We'll change that cap at that tone control cap. We'll change that a bit later. And we'll put another cap in there for that later. And we'll change. We won't change anything. We can just leave that as it is, guys. We're getting a bit more voltage going up to it now, so we'll get a bit more volume out of it, to be honest. It'll go a bit louder. Let's turn all read of the meter off. There we go. Right. Am I happy? Yes. And these capacitors I use, guys, they're Shenzhen specials. I don't go to anywhere like RS, because they probably buy Shenzhen specials and have them rebadged as their own. But yeah, I'm happy with that, guys. That's turned out pretty good. The amplifier is now working, and that's all it was. It was only the rectifier that had gone. Anyway, that's got a clean bill of health. What we'll do in the next part, which the amplifier will be coming back in a couple of days, because we've ordered some power lead. So we're waiting for some nice power lead come in, and we'll put a nice power lead on it. And we'll put a nice power lead. We're going to put a 3 core lead on it, because we can earth this, because it's what do you call it, guys? Because it's got a transformer. The chassis is isolated, so we can earth this, which is good. So we're going to put a new lead on it in the next few days. Right. That's another one off the top of the pile. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. This will go up sometime tonight. I've got to run it through the editor. Might have to run it through the editor, we don't know. Yeah, I will. Because I'll be honest, this is 2 parts. Because I stopped it while I had my tea. The only thing about the OBS that's a bit of a pain in the backside is there's no pause button. You can't pause the video. Be great if they put that feature in. I might suggest it to them. Add a pause function so you can pause the video, so you don't have to come back through, so you don't have to go through the editor. That would be great. Anyway, guys, I'll get this up for you later. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee and all that other good stuff. Only if you want to, that is. Tell all your friends. Say, listen, there's a big fat man called Andy, vintage audio repair, and he does lots of great work, and he doesn't charge for anything on his channel. You tell all your friends. Tell everybody. I'll catch you later, guys. You all take care. Bye for now.